In this video, we're going to find the points of intersection between the curve y equals x squared plus 6x minus 3 and the straight line y equals x plus 3. So whenever we want to find the point of intersection or solve them simultaneously, if we've got them both in the form y equals, we can simply equate the two lines. So we can solve this as x squared plus 6x minus 3 is equal to x plus 3. So that's equivalent to substitution when we solve linear simultaneous equations. So we've just substituted in one equation wherever there was a y expression in the other. So now whenever we solve a quadratic, we just need to get it in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract x from both sides. So we have x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 3. And then we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So we get x squared plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. So now when we're solving a quadratic, we need to factorize the quadratic expression. So for this, it's relatively straightforward. So we can just have x, and then we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give -6 and add together to give +5. So if we choose plus 6 and minus 1, we know that that will expand to give x squared plus 6x minus x minus 6, which is equivalent to our quadratic. So using the null factor law, we know that x plus 6 equals 0 or x minus 1 equals 0. So if we subtract 6 from both sides of this, we get x is equal to -6, and for the other, if we plus 1 to both sides, we get x is equal to 1. Now we've found the x coordinate of the point of intersection of these two graphs. We also need to find the y coordinate. So to do this, we're going to substitute in the x coordinates into one of the equations. So when we do this, we choose the simplest one to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to substitute x equals -6 into the equation y equals x plus 3. So when we do this, we get y equals -6 plus 3. So that gives y equals -3. Therefore, the coordinate of intersection is at x is -6, y is -3. Next, we repeat the same process. So we're going to sub x is equal to 1 into the same equation y equals x plus 3. And we'll find that y is equal to 1 plus 3. Therefore, y equals 4, and we get that the coordinate of the point of intersection is 1, 4. So on this slide, we've graphed the two equations. So here we've got the x squared plus 6x minus 3 in blue and the x plus 3 in red. And as you can see, the points of intersection have been plotted on this curve,